And we are now live. This is going to be our first live stream for Moto Amino Presents Interview with a Motorcyclist. It's episode 1. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get you guys to know our users on the app a little bit more personally. And on top of that, give them the opportunity to speak to you guys as well in the live chat and go from there. Now, you may get a little glitchy. We may have a little bit of a delay while we're live streaming it, but I know for a fact there won't be an issue when it's playing live or playing after being live. And we got K Squiggle is always #1 in the live chat. She says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey.
What's up, Kay?
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. For those of you who don't know, I am Dragon Chi, aka Dragon, they say. And we're gonna try to do these as a series, 6 episodes. See how they go, see how well they go, see how you guys like it. Feedback from you guys, live chat as well too, would be very, very helpful. We also got Moto Mouse is in the house, aka Wretched Mouse. What's up, ma'am? Now, today we have Irish, and everybody knows Irishman 80 on the app. This man has been doing some actual things in reference to the motorcycle community in his area. I think out of the top 10 moto meets I've seen so far since Moto Amino has started, I'd give you one of the top 5. I'd give you the place of one of the top 5. And yours was pretty organized, very organized, pretty big. And there's some things that you did that we'll talk about later that I thought set it apart from a lot of other meets that's happened. And for those of you who don't know, our second guest that's on the show is GI Barbie. And guess what? If anybody in the live chat that's there right now can tell me who these two are in a different label of me just giving you their names, I'll send you something. And I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I can't count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nobody? No one? I'm waiting. Because the live chat is sometimes slow, so I gave you guys plenty of time. That's all right. GI Barbie, tell me, what are you guys to each other that people may not know?
Okay, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you in Irish? Oh, Wretched Mouse says she has no clue. But she could at least guess. What are you in Irishman 80 to each other that people may not know? So you guys know they are brother and sister. And as a matter of fact, Irish told me earlier too, something I didn't know. I've been following them for a while. They actually have a little brother on the app as well too. Go ahead, let us know what is his name, Irish.
His name is Crazy Man. Crazy Eyes. And, yeah, Crazy Man. He's also a Marine and Army vet. He's been riding for a few years now. And he's going strong. He's busy as hell, though.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. So we already said what this is and what the purpose is. So that's later, Kay. That's later. She's always on point, man. Wait till we get her on one of these.
Yeah, right?
So what I want to do is, first of all, we're going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves separately. And as usual, we are men of chivalry, even the little one next to me. Go ahead, GI, let us know. Introduce yourself. We already discussed it, but what you did and how you are riding now.
Okay. GI Barbie. I'm an Army veteran. I did a year in Iraq. Before I deployed, I had a bike of my own. When I got back, didn't feel comfortable actually riding anymore because I have a TBI. So at that point, I sold it to my favorite brother, Bobby Irish.
Woo.
And now I'm happy on the back.
See, and it's not a bad situation to be on the back riding as a passenger for everybody. It's
And I'm
not
proud to be
bad.
a boss.
Now, let them know as well too. You ride on the back with who?
I ride on the back with my husband. He's still active duty on me.
So we want to let you guys know that this is a serious military family. This is all volunteer. None of us were forced to go in.
Oh, hell no.
And if I'm not mistaken, your husband is still in, and he's actually getting ready to deploy again, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing some pre-deployment training out in California right now.
So as usual, we want to make sure that he is watched over and wings are wrapped around him to keep him safe from bringing him back. Period.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
And Sir Irish, go ahead if you don't mind. Same
Alright.
scenario as before when you did the live stream. What you ride to as well.
Without the echo, I am Irishman 80.
Yeah.
And I served many years in the Marine Corps. Different deployments. I currently riding a Yamaha V-Star 1300, and glad to be out of the military.
No joke.
Now, how long were you in, Irish?
Let's see. Got out after 15 and just would have hit my 20.
Gotcha. Did you want to stay long?
I did, but glad I didn't.
Understood. And how about you, Gia? How long were you in?
I did 6. I was injured while I was in Iraq. So I'm medically retired, but I would have done 20 if I could.
I think the sentiment is the same. Sometimes, depending on the circumstance and situation of things that we've been involved in, there are moments that you're glad that you're out, but then there are a lot of moments where you wish you were back. And a lot of people may not understand how that feels. But I think if anybody understands it other than military personnel, it'll be police officers and firefighters.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's under the same context.
And actually,
no fight.
My father is retired police officer from Cumberland County.
See, I don't think any of these guys and ladies that become military police officers or firefighters actually were forced into it, period. It's either one or two things. It's either a family bred thing and that's what you want, and you still volunteer, or it's something you want to do in the beginning, period.
Yeah, we actually came from the military family.
Everyone from my father, my grandfather, a lot of cousins, my brother, my younger brother, everybody except my sister, and then one nephew in it. And now my son is talking about it. We'll see. And
Yeah,
Irish, you got somebody from the Dragon crew on here. Man, I'm gonna really screw this up, brother. It's SPD FNTK speed. Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna bring
what?
up that one.
Say that again. What was the first letter?
Yes, SP is in Paul, D is in Delta, F is in Frank, N is in Nancy, T, K.
Yeah, I'd have to see it. But what's up?
I'm just gonna tell him my bad. I screwed it up, but we know you're here. Let's see.
I know a lot of the Dragon crew was going to show up and support us. So.
And now he's gonna be shouted out on the video of me screwing up his name. And so there was another question I was going to ask, and I think we're going to move away from our military backgrounds, but you both already answered it. But if there's anything to add on to it, you can. Irish, do you miss the military at all? And if so, what is it that you do miss or don't miss?
I miss well, with what we have at Moto, with the whole brotherhood, sisterhood, and stuff like that. That's what I miss from the military because you don't get that in the civilian world.
Right.
I don't miss the bullshit. I don't miss the hurry up and wait. I, uh, but the the brotherhood.
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
And I think
And the
that's
free
what I
travel.
look for. Now, that free travel is something that you do miss a whole lot of
Yeah.
when you want to travel, not when we're forced to travel.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And what about you, Gi? Do you miss anything, and what do you do miss? If you don't miss it, what is it that you don't miss?
Well, I have to agree with my brother on the camaraderie. I have a couple different aspects in my life that I do have that camaraderie again. I have a service dog, and I'm very involved with the service dog program,
Uh-huh.
Canine Partners for Patriots, and it's a family. What
Yeah.
I don't miss is the bullshit, the FTX to prep for an FTX to prep for an FTX.
You know, you're gonna have to tell people what that means, so they'll understand what we're talking about.
Going to the field to prep to go to the field.
Yeah, so it's a lot of BS to get involved in a lot of it too. But I do not believe in that it is what it is. I don't believe in the saying that I heard when I came home that it is what it is. I believe that it is what we make it. It's just that there sometimes that is a lot of things that we see right through the bullshit,
Yeah.
and that's it. We can see
Yeah.
right through it. And if we had any ability, we will go ahead and bark back, but we're not the ones that are actually producing and stating and putting out the orders, so we do follow them to a degree.
Very true.
Well, Dragon,
To a,
when we came in, we couldn't bark back. So.
No.
yeah, I'm
No
that
barking
old
from the dog.
salty sailor.
Yeah. Don't you miss those khaki little shorts that you had to wear?
Hell no. Tight ass damn things, man. And then
Oh, you're the ball hugger.
yes, and I don't want to talk about that right now.
See, Dragon, I told you she could make you blush.
But that's how they were. Some people look a lot better than them. Actually, there's a person that was with our unit that was support, and she was a diver. She looked good in them.
Well,
But
some of us knew how to wear them.
and the rest of us, I didn't. No, that wasn't. I'm
Fortunately, you're
glad
my
that was
brother, not
changed.
here, so don't get too weird.
All right, so we do have an idea. These guys are related. They also have another brother that's on the app as well. You guys should have a lot more of an idea of their foundation, where they come from. Plus, also, I got it right. It's Spider Rider, and his actual YouTube, what I was spelling out, is actually supposed to be Speed Fanatic. So it makes a
Okay.
lot of sense now. And he
Yeah.
says you might know him
Yeah.
by John.
Oh, John Miracle?
Yeah, so that's who's in the house.
Yep. Yep. John is awesome. He has been at every meet I have had so far.
And actually, that's what we were going to go to next. But before I get there, I want to ask, why did you choose the Yamaha V-Star that you're riding right now?
Um, I take a lot of long distance travels, and Harley was great, um, but I would have worse hearing than I do now if I kept a Harley. And
Gotcha.
I did the whole sports bike thing, And when I was over in Japan, I was traveling 2 hours to see somebody. I know my wife is watching right now. Someone, and then I would have to go 4 hours to Tokyo to go to work, and then show up Monday morning, and that's a killer on your back. So the comfort for a cruiser is great. I miss the sound of a Harley, but nothing beats the comfort.
I have to agree about the comfort. We moved up to the Ultra from the Wide Glide. You know, we ride both, but I much prefer the Ultra.
Gotcha. And your husband rides what?
An Ultra and a Wide Glide.
Okay.
Harley
So
Davidson.
long distance, you prefer it. You prefer the style bikes you guys have because you do that type of riding where you are actually going long distance.
Oh,
Right.
definitely. I'm getting too old for for anything smaller.
Gotcha. Understood. I actually had a chance to sit on a was a street rod 750, and
Nice.
Hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you. It felt nice. It set really well. The profile that it had, the stance that it had. I can agree with a lot of people who reviewed that style bike that it is a cross between a cruiser and a super bike.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it was a nice bike. I just don't have that kind of money unless you play the lottery.
Oh, my husband, his Ultra. He walked into a dealership, and the guy found out he's military. Pick a bike out. So just jokingly, he pointed at the Ultra, and he was like, "Well, I'll go ahead and I'll buy it for you. All you have to do is take care of the taxes." So my husband paid for essentially most of, or the guy paid for most of the bike. I paid for the taxes and tag. Uh,
Wow. Wow. They're saying we're getting feedback from me, so I'm going to try a different
What?
headset.
It's not me
It's
this
not
time.
you this time. It's me. Let's see. I don't want to do it with my open mic. Technical difficulties, guys. Hang tight. Appreciate it. We love you.
Yeah. If you don't know what that hurry up and wait is, that's this.
this is
Yep,
what
there it
it
is. What's up? We got Maniac Jeans is in the house, and I think I'm supposed to call her something else. But Crystal was on our last actual live stream with Mac Daddy. She's in the house with us as well too. Appreciate you dropping in as usual. And Shenanigans is here. He says, "Yo, Irish, what's up?"
What's up? What's up?
Any of you guys got questions in the live chat? Let me know. I'm gonna pass it on to him because that's what this is all about too. And Shenanigans did say, "Hurry the fuck up and wait." I didn't say that. He said that.
Of course.
All right. So the next thing I wanted to go over is I got an idea of and got the actual names of the bikes you guys ride and why you ride those bikes, which makes a whole lot of sense. When is the last time you two rode together?
is.
Oh.
Sunday.
Well, actually, she rode on my bike this past Sunday when I took Dragon Crew down to Fable to welcome her back into North Carolina.
You guys were actually.
Right.
You guys, when you ride, are you straddled next by each other, or are you just in the group together somewhere?
No, she was on the back of my bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think about it, and I have a little sister, and I think that I'd either want her somewhere in the vicinity where if I turn left or right, I could see her and keep that eye on her. I think that's that big brother attitude,
Yeah.
and it's the same with my wife as well.
Last time we were
Well,
side by
like,
side though was what, Oktoberfest, right?
yeah, uh, that was when you did that short video that's on my YouTube channel. That's like 5 seconds long. Um, we went, me and my wife went down to Biketoberfest in Daytona Beach, and I think that was
Mhm.
the last long ride that my wife ever did on the bike. Um, and yeah, it was me, two chairs, GI Barbie, and S4, and just chilling.
Now, I want to ask you, Irish, too, about the last two meets. I think one of them is a real big pivotal moment, period. But one, actually, I want to point out, I heard we had some good food. Which one of those? And actually, Two Chairs was involved, if I'm not mistaken. You guys,
Hey, she's watching, so be
he
careful.
had some good food involved in one of these meets that we did. Because I remember you and I chatted a little bit about it, and you were saying I need to come here and try to get involved since we had something. There was a particular dish.
Pig feet.
I just needed you to say it instead of me saying it.
Hell yeah, man.
You know,
She
I
makes
say it,
some
everybody will
awesome
look
pig.
at me and they'll say, "Oh, that's typical. He's black. He does pig feet anyway." And the trip is that
Man,
I don't eat pig feet.
what?
Yet straight off a farm, brother, and I've never eaten pig feet.
I I that probably would have been the last thing I would have ever tried. Um, but she made me some pig feet for Father's Day, and man, that is some of the best fatty meat I've ever. Or it's not even meat; it's just fat, pretty much. But
Oh,
something about
Right.
it is just yeah, I know, Kim. Ah, Barbie,
I'm a
sorry,
vegetarian, so.
sorry. Anyway, yeah, but it's great, and also turkey neck, chicken neck. Ah,
Now that is actually not something that's new or uncharted territory for me. You put turkey necks or chicken necks in collard greens and you boil it for flavor. So
yeah,
my grandma used to do that a lot. Now, my grandfather, who raised my cousin and I on a farm, we actually only did crop. We didn't do livestock.
okay,
So the livestock came from his brother out of Alabama. And I remember us bringing home a couple of hogs, not pigs, and there's a difference.
oh yeah,
And we didn't do anything with the feet, but grind them up and get rid of them, and he gave them to somebody else.
Oh,
right.
But we weren't. I guess that's the thing. I wasn't raised on eating them, so when I saw pickled pig feet in a big pickle jar in the convenience store next to the pickled eggs, boiled eggs, I'm like, what the hell is this? Somebody's
Yeah,
not
I've never tried that stuff. So
pickled
yeah, but
pig
you
feet.
ate chitlins as a kid, though.
Oh man, dude, you're rougher than I am. I still to this day won't eat that stinky smelling stuff. But
wait, what was that?
you're a badass. I can't eat that stuff. It stinks like hell.
What are we talking about?
Chitlins.
Eating chitlins.
Oh yeah, I love
Oh,
chitlins.
I can't do it.
Man, I was eating chitlins when I was a little boy, man.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do it when I was a little boy. I'd run out of the kitchen because it stinks so bad, and I tell my
Oh
grandma
yeah,
the same thing.
yeah. It takes a strong stomach to actually smell it while it's cooking, but it's pretty good.
So the
Yeah.
one of the meetups you did, I thought was, like I said earlier, was very significant, and it meant a whole lot to the family as well too. The East Coast meet that you did.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I said that I'd put you in the top 5 of the 10 meets that I've read off the app and how big and good they were is because the organization, the reach out that you did with vendors as well as other companies to get involved in it, but you made what you said you liked, especially what you guys stated that you missed the most out of the military that you get from this app. You made it a family affair. You made
Oh yeah.
everybody that was there, or at least you incorporated with everyone that was there that this is a family thing. And for you guys to have had that banner and signed it and passed it on to the family, how was that at that time, that experience? How was that for you when that was done?
Well, the banner to the family was a last minute idea because I never thought I would ever find out the address for the parents.
All right.
Um, and it was actually GI Barbie and her husband that donated those banners. And
Nice.
so what we did was the plan was we had two banners, and one went to the person that wrote the longest, and that was Colorado.
Mm.
So we passed the banner out to him, and every person that was there signed it, and he took it. The second one was supposed to go back to my sister as a thank you with all the signatures. Uh, Sunday, when the committee met up and had breakfast, we were all talking about it. I was like, "Hey, let's try to find out the address for the family and send it to the parents." And I actually contacted Germ uh, 636. I
Yeah.
can't remember the last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
and he told me wait a minute, and came back. He contacted the ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend sent him the address, and I was like, let's do this. And so I called my sister up. I was like, GI Barbie, I am sorry. This was my intentions, but this is what's going to happen now.
It's the right thing to do.
Actually, I mean, it's something that spread like wildfire. And to be honest with you, that to me shows the characteristics of not only what riders in a community do, but what can be done in a community of riders, period.
Right.
I mean,
And
back in the day, we talked about this in another live stream with Mac Daddy about, and people they have their perception and the stigma that can come with riders. They'll call them gangs, or you'll call them crews or groups, and then it depends on which label of the word that attaches, if it's negative or positive. But like Hell's Angels groups back in the day and chapters of those MCs, they did stuff for the community. They did stuff for
they
the other
still do.
riders. And that's where it started. They
True.
started like that, and they're still doing it now. But people want to sit back and thrive off of the negative that some of those MCs did. Is now Sons of Anarchy is a movie, I mean a TV show, and I doubt that they would actually have a TV show that would show them out there on the side of the street doing bike washes and having meats and selling baked cookies and taking all that they get for a Christmas event. We'd rather see the negativity of it and make that a bigger deal. And maybe that's all it is. Sex sales
Well,
and
that's life, though.
violence sales.
That's
Yeah.
I
life
agree.
because you turn on the news and you don't see any of the good stuff going on. You see all the bad stuff, and
Mhm.
that's the world today, and it's been the world for many years. Good charity does not sell.
Yeah.
Self destruction, that's what sells,
It
and it's sad. But if anyone ever came up to me and called me a gang that does not ride motorcycles, I'm going to live with it. Yes, we are a gang because we don't want you. You drive a cage. Hey, you don't need to be in my lifestyle. You
It
don't
doesn't
understand
match
it.
up.
You'll never understand it.
Yeah.
Huh?
It doesn't match up. They don't understand what we actually go through or do unless they ride.
Exactly. So,
And raised a lot of money, donated all the 50/50 winners. They donated it to standard crop.
You broke up a little bit. I think you just went in the house, and that's why it did it.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone was dying.
And Wretched wants to ask you. Actually, it should be for both. We asked earlier, but I want you guys, if you don't mind, to go ahead and repeat it. But she wants to know, how long have you been riding, and what are your favorites? What is your favorite motorcycle?
Go ahead, Gi.
All right.
Ladies first.
Almost 10 years.
And I have to say the Ultra Classic. It is so comfortable. If I was younger, I'd probably say the Ducati.
So Ultra Classic gonna be the deal for you.
Oh yeah.
And what you got, Iris, to tell her?
Let's see, a total of 22 years, and right now it's Nikki. I love my Nikki.
I'm sorry.
You know why it's Nikki, right?
It depends on if it's Prince or not. That's the first thing coming to my mind when I think of Nikki. Prince.
Prince.
Yeah,
No,
I told you I'm
because-
old, man. Prince back in the day used to
Man,
call somebody Nikki, and that was a freaky song.
Look at a picture of my bike. She's a big bottom girl, man.
Usually when I say that, not actually go that route, I tell my wife, that's why I like 190 size tires on my bike. And she's like, why? I said, because it just resembles a nice round ass. She just doesn't understand, baby. I don't like those 180s. I love 190s. They look so nice.
Yeah.
That is real nasty. I don't know how I went that route.
No, you good.
Luckily, my 2-year-old don't know what I'm talking about.
If they don't know what you're talking about, they're 14 years old.
Well,
Pretty
I don't
much.
want my 15-year-old to know what I'm talking about either. But then again,
Oh.
so what's gonna be the next bike meet you guys got coming up?
Right now, we have the second week of October. I am planning a Manteo to Murphy ride, which is 559 miles. And I know for a fact that not everybody can do that. So we're going to have spots along the route where we're going to pick up riders to continue the ride. The reason why we're doing that ride is because that's on my mom's bucket list. She wants to do that ride, so we're going to do that ride.
Hey,
Oh,
she's
you
gonna
just made
actually
Mom
ride
happy.
too.
Oh no, she's probably going to follow in the car.
Well, I'm gonna
I already
do.
asked her.
I'm gonna do what I can too, like you said, to try to meet up. I'm gonna do everything I can
Well,
with that
like-
one. Second week of October.
Like I said before everything started, going to be going to the Tail of the Dragon before we hit Murphy, and I know that's semi close to Atlanta. I mean, it's
Not too
hours,
far.
but it's still hours.
If I make
Yeah.
it up from Jacksonville, Florida, you can make it from Atlanta.
Well, it won't be about me taking the route. It'll be about, like I said, it's us and we got half a soccer team in this household. That's all it is. Making arrangements to have somebody deal with them. And you can't just be soft or they'll eat you alive.
Oh yeah.
Especially mine. They'll murder you in your sleep if you don't watch out. All right, so before we close out, because I wanted to try to keep us on schedule, I wanted to keep this brief. One at a time, if you guys can tell me, you've got an accumulation of 30 years of riding between the two of you. What advice can you give anyone in riding, regardless whether it's their first or whether they've been riding themselves already for a while?
GI?
You go ahead,
Don't
GI.
be
You're
crazy.
first.
Don't go beyond. Don't be crazy. Don't go beyond what you know you can handle.
Ride your ride. Understood.
Right.
And
Don't
Irish.
don't be yeah. Don't be scared of the bike. Respect her. Take care of her, and she'll take care of you. But you cannot be scared of the bike because she will hurt you.
And I will agree with that one. I
Mm-hmm.
will agree.
Just like
So the thing is it's just a simple bit of advice. Just do what you do, ride your ride. Don't try to push yourself at the wrong time. There are places you can push your limit to see how well you are or how you can adapt. But at the
Yeah.
same time of doing that, respect that bike, because if you don't respect her, she will put you off of her. It's just like
Oh yeah.
a busting Bronco Bronco. It'll put you off.
Or angry wife.
Yeah, you have to check another episode for certain things like that we did. But yeah, that is kind of true. Angry wife. Oh yeah. Well, we won't go into that one.
I love you, two chairs.
Yeah. We love you too, Chad. We are not doing anything to make you angry. And as a matter of fact, man, there's a couple of photos I saw. Whether or not they were small, brother, you ain't the small dude.
Huh?
Yeah, you don't look like a small dude, man.
Nah, I try not to be.
So you guys have to understand. Number one, once a Marine, always a Marine. Number two, big Marine, and his wife is nowhere his size.
No.
You see all that respect and humbleness, and it comes down to the wife. That's just love. That's all that is. That's not
Yep.
fear.
Yeah.
That's just love and respect.
Yep. She lets me ride when I want to ride, so I love her.
And it's a great relationship when it comes to that. We have to make arrangements around the kids, and then I have to put in a request chit to the wife and request it and see if I can actually do it. Checking off my request sheet. Did you verify the children are taken care of? Did you lock them in a closet again with a dog and a bowl? No, I
Did you take the
didn't.
trash out?
Yeah, that kind of thing. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and say it again.
I said, well, you mean a man's supposed to empty the trash out?
You know what? I got two boys in the house that are old enough and large enough to put out a trash bag.
Gotcha.
I'm not taking the trash out anymore. I tell my wife the only thing that we two should be responsible for now is working, paying the bills, and cooking the food. We got enough kids in here old enough that they can start doing things and holding on their own. I mean, our dog does a whole lot more work than our kids does. You know, seriously.
Yeah.
Sometimes they surprise me. So, as I said, we're going to go ahead and close out. I really, more than anything, appreciate you guys coming in our live chat and actually communicating with us. I hope I didn't miss anyone, because I know I got Riding with Dimick that popped in early as well, but we've been talking back and forth. Fox Rider popped in too as well. Make sure I say this. Fox Rider said there's also going to be a 1,500 mile in 36 hours as well ride.
Wow.
What the
Where's that
hell?
and where?
Yeah, you got to let me know where that is, brother. And
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
and also, as usual, I had a feeling, brother, that you were in here watching me. You come in kind of incognito sometimes, but everybody give it up. Give shout out to Clutch first. He always pops in quietly and says not much of anything, just chill. Oh, before I go, since you are here, man, I did check out the live stream that you did when we were looking at the bike. Peter, who rides in the Dakar. I don't think I got it. TT and Dakar, I think those communities of riders are real serious. Those guys are real serious, and we should give them props where it's due. So Again, I appreciate you guys for popping in. This is our first series, first episode to the series of interviewing a motorcyclist. And like I said, we're going to take some of our users from the app. They have the time. It'll be Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we are actually good to go for next week as well, too. We already have a guest that's going to pop in next week. Stumpy Moto is going to be here. And we got some good questions for him. You guys got to check him out. He actually has not only a profile on the app, but he has a YouTube channel as well with a few videos. Very interesting guy. You need to check him out. Whatever you like, whatever you dislike, I have no problem with criticism. Let me know. Not in the live chat, but let me know in the comment section of the video and on the app too, underneath the link that we have on the app. We want to see how well this does. We're trying to truly show people who we are and what we are about with this community on Moto Amino. And the key word that I just want to make sure I paraphrase is community. And we all know for a fact that it's not always out there. Let's try to do what we can to make this a real community. You see a biker on the side of the road, do what we do what we've always done, do what's supposed to be done, see what you can do to help out. Just to stop and check it is sometimes all they actually need it. Or hang out with them because they're waiting on a ride. And not everybody, from what I found out tonight, doesn't have a problem riding on the back.
I don't. GI Barbie, what do you call it?
Yes. I said I'm proud to be a Bob.
A Bob. What does B.O.B. stand for?
Bitch on the back.
I was waiting on that one. I'm definitely going to put this one on here. Y'all heard it first. Yeah, Barbie loves to be a Bob. Oh, also, for a little bit, I heard that you got another nickname too as well, yeah.
Oh, Lord, I've got a lot of them. I don't know which one you're talking about.
It's not a bad one, but they call you Moto Mama.
No.
Oh, that's your mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's right here.
Oh, hold on. Go back. There we go. Hello, Mom. Hopefully we weren't too crude tonight.
My mother has showed up to just about every event I've had. So, and my guys from Dragon Crew are calling her Moto Mama.
Got you. And that's the community that I think we need to continue to spread, other than the noise that my little man is making back here. Dude. I'm done, man. Oh, I did need to ask you too, Moto Barbie. Moto Barbie, GI Barbie. They don't have you listed on the app as GI Barbie. We got you listed as another name. You let them know what it is and what it means.
OIF Vet 22. I was at the year in Iraq. Proud to be a veteran, and 22 has always been a number in our family that's been lucky.
Got you. And next time I'm going to have to ask Moto Mama herself. And matter of fact, let's do that now. I'm supposed to end it. You guys know I never end stuff on time and don't start on time. I want to ask Moto Mama this one. How do you feel? And I need a open answer. But how do you feel about all of these military personnel that you brought into the world?
I have to tell you, I am so proud of my children. I can't even express how much I appreciate the fact that they want to do the right thing. They love country, and they would be willing to give up their lives for their country freedom. I am so proud. I love them so much. I love you, Bob. I love Andy. And I
love you, Mom.
Love you.
Well, God damn it, I usually don't do that, but
Dragon, you made my mom cry. You're done.
I think we made him cry too.
No, I don't cry.
No, I don't cry.
I just had an eyelash in my eyeball.
Yeah.
But I
You
really
required some
appreciate
tears.
I appreciate that, ma'am. And you you brought some guys and girls into the world that actually stand apart from a lot of people. That's something that I've tried to explain to my own sons, that out of 10 people, when an incident happens, 3 run to the incident, and out of the 3 that run to the incident, only 1 ran because of a purpose, and the purpose they had was to do whatever they could do, even if it sacrificed their own life to help that person in the incident. The other 2 was just there to brag and boast and sit back and say that they saw it. And unfortunately,
then you've got some of the ones that don't run to it, but say they did.
yeah. And that's out of 10, and I just gave it a small number. So, no more emotions tonight.
Awesome.
Again, guys, I really appreciate your time, for you allowing me to make this personal venture into what you guys are about and what you like and why you like it. And as you guys heard from them, Ultras and V-Stars running in this one, so they love those bikes, and you know why.
Yeah.
So from me to you guys, I appreciate the time. I appreciate the answers. I really appreciate you as well too, Moto Mama, for being here and supporting us. And hopefully I will see you around October.
That's
perfect.
right. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you for including me.
No problem, man. This was actually a great deal. So you guys in the live stream, in the live chat, we really appreciate you showing up and asking us questions. Repo Man, Steve OFS, Wretched Mouse, also Moto Mouse, aka Clutch First, thanks for showing up. K Squiggle, thanks for showing up as well too. You had Drew R3 that showed up representing us in Atlanta. And I know I don't want to miss too many people. I'm going to keep it at Crystal because I cannot say your name that's on our app yet without foobarring that one up.
Is it Marquise?
No, she is actually going by, man, you're going to make me ruin it anyway. Azabache?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, so don't make me mess it up too much more.
All right.
But it is Crystal Marquez, but she goes by something else on the app. And then you got our boy Speed Fanatic.
Yep.
Got him. Got it right. Thanks for the education on it. But thank you guys for showing up. Shenanigans as well too. Haven't seen your name in a while, man, but you always pop in, and I really appreciate it. So next week, like I stated, same time, same bat channel, same bat time, but we're going to have a different guest as well. Stumpy Moto will be on, and we'll go from there and see how this goes for the app. Really appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you for your time and your questions. And also, before we leave, as a tradition that we've always done, you guys, I need you to say something as a going out, as your shout out or your statement, anything as we leave.
I was hoping you were going to do that. GI, go ahead.
Oh, Lord. I was hoping you'd go first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you got to go first, GI. It's ladies first.
Oh, man. Keep the shiny side up, the rubber on the road. And I love you, S4 out in California. Please stay safe.
Good one. Respect. Go ahead, Irish.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Remember, keep it between the ditches. Motor life. I'm just a man with a beard.
I love it.
We got it. And mine is much simpler than this. But always have fun and ride safe. And Repo Man says, yep. All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys later on. Thanks for the chat. You guys don't hang up, but everybody else will see you on the next one. Later.